Dear customer, welcome to Darziware training tutorials. Let us learn today how to create workers and how to map their worker rates, for individual stitching services making charges. So let us start with the application. Now here you can see, before adding a workshop you need to have processes in place. For example, if you call them as you will be having like master as a process, then your production line will have a second process as tailor, third process as ironing, fourth as hemming, fifth as something. So embroidery, cutting, dyeing or alteration or anything, if you have a lot of process. So you should have these processes in place before creating a worker. Second thing is, you also need to have stitching services in your system before you go to create your workers into the system. We will take another tutorial for how to create services, how to create measurements and how to create processes. As this is the second tutorial, the first tutorial was consisting all this training. So let us go to Workshop Master, wherein we will be creating a worker. This is Workshop Master. Let's go there. I clicked on Workshop Master. This will be a form. Basically, this form will support you to enter a lot of detail for your each employee and workers. But the thing is, all of the information is not compulsory and you have to enter only limited information. For example, you say worker or you say master 1. So he could be your master who is like cutter or something. So if you want to enter this detail, enter, otherwise you can enter the mobile number. Okay, then you can enter his email ID. Maybe he may not have. Now you can see here what is the important thing is. First, one thing also you can consider joining date, but this can work only in the period wherein only in the case when your worker is a salaried worker. Otherwise, you can leave everything over here if you don't want to enter. If you want to enter, you can choose. Now this is the job role. See, whatever processes you create in your system will be acting as a job role for your workers. Means if you have embroidery as a process, then you should have worker for that particular process. If you have master a process, then you should have cutter for or master people or employee or worker for that particular process. Here, as we are creating first master, we would be selecting job role as master only. Now here is a pay type. See, if you say salaried, you will have to mention fixed and variable salary. It's not compulsory to mention variable, it's not compulsory to mention both, but it is good to mention fixed salary at least. If you say per piece, then here system will ask you to decide what type of wages will be. It could be fixed or it could be commission. If you say commission, system will also ask you another question, on which part of the bill it will be calculating the commission. Stitching, commission on stitching, commission on pattern or commission on both. So here we should go for fixed at the moment. Let us say fixed. Here again you can select a picture of your worker and upload the picture. This is again a good thing. If you want to go for this, you can choose a picture from your system and you can just upload that picture over here and then click on save. Once you click on save, it will take a very short period of time and it will update. So you have created your first worker in the system. Once you have created, we can just check them out. Here is your worker master 1. So this is your worker master 1 we have created right now. This is mobile number, email ID we didn't give. So this is all about how to create worker. Now I'll create one more, say tailor 1. So let me create another worker which is Tailor in your business. Tailor 1. As I told you, nothing is important. If you want to enter mobile number, you can just go fill it up, and if you know, leave it. Job role is important. Here you will unselect master, select Tailor, and salary will be per piece and this page. Click on save. So here another worker is created. You have created another worker now. The other important thing is if you have stitching services in place, you can go for worker rate mapping at this point. Go to worker rate mapping, select a worker from your list, say master 1, then select an item, whatever item you have in your system, let's say libas shirt, click on libas shirt, so it will show you the parameter wherein you need to fill up the values. Master process, for cutting how much would you pay? Say 50 rupees. If it's urgent, say 75 rupees. If it's an alteration, maybe master is not required in alteration, so we may not be filling that value. Click on save, leave that parameter. Now let's go to another worker rate mapping. Now this we will select. For this particular thing, what will happen is, you will select master 1, you will select another item, shirt, and then you will say rate. Okay, shirt 20 rupees. If it's an urgent, 35 rupees. Save. So basically what are we doing actually is, whenever we select a worker, we need to map all items with that particular worker name. Okay, like shirt, trouser, cutter, whatever. Now we'll see Tailor 1, then say libas shirt, then say tailoring process 125 rupees, urgent value 150 rupees, alteration charge is 30 rupees, and save. Miscellaneous is of no use actually, that is a futuristic field what we have left there, that can be used in later stage. So basically at the moment what we have done is, we have assigned a worker a value. Okay, now you can see that worker would be visible in manage workshop section. We have created a worker. Before create, if you have created a worker but you don't have mapped the prices, those workers will not be listed in your workshop area. Okay, so because whenever you are assigning some job to your worker, it has to be clear what value should be paid to him. For example, if we select this master process, you will see master 1 as a worker that we have created recently. If you select tailoring process, here you will see the tailor what we have created recently. We have created tailor 1. Okay, sorry. We have mapped that tailor to only libas shirt item. So let us go and check libas shirt item. Is there any libas shirt? No. So you can see, if you have a mapping of a tailor with a particular value, means you have set the rate for a tailor for a particular item, then only that worker will be listed against that particular item. So you need to understand this kurta will be going to which tailor. So that tailor has to be mapped with the rate. Okay. Thank you for watching this video. We will be uploading more videos for your ace of learning and assistance. If you face any problem, if you find any query, please feel free to contact us at 7276 432 103. Thank you.